To the right. Jacobs turns the corner at the 10. He's to the 5, to the goal line. Touchdown, Giants!
To come out here in Green Bay and be able to do the stuff we did, I'm proud of my guys, man.
And that 14-yard run most likely has sent the Giants to San Francisco and the NFC Championship game. The New York Giants have eliminated the #1 seed Green Bay Packers as they come to Lambeau Field and outplay Green Bay. They're all in.
On the Fan. On the Fan, and a very good Monday morning to you. It's the midday show. Joe Beningo, Evan Roberts, 877-337-6666 is the phone number. Martin Luther King Day 2012. Dove Kramer. Ernie Cots on the other side of the glass, and of course we'll take you right up to Francesa on the Fan at 1 o'clock. And we heard the calls heard right here on the Fan yesterday afternoon. Bob Papa doing the honors. You heard from Tom Coughlin, Eli Manning, host of Human Eura, Corey Webster, Victor Cruz, help from Lighthouse and All In. The Giants go up to Lambeau for the second time in 4 years and stick it to the #1 seed, 15-1 Packers. And this game wasn't even as close as the final score was.
I have a challenge for you, by the way.
What's that?
So I heard Boomer and Craig this morning.
Right.
And they said they want to play you and Chris.
Right, they do, yes.
Which you guys have to figure out what the strokes and stuff are.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
I'm going to put up $10,000.
Right.
Okay. To go to Boomer's charity, my charity, whatever charity you like. I mean, you're involved in a few.
Right.
I can either do it at my club or a club of your guys' choice. And I want to ask other companies to come in and match the charity and get you guys to play.
We'll set it up. We'll set it up over the summer. We'll do it in the fall.
Get Yes or MSG.
We'll do it in the fall.
That'd be great.
Absolutely, we'll definitely do it. So, yes, we will absolutely do that. The charities, how's the charity doing right now?
You know, hard to raise money.
You've done a lot of incredible work with SIDS, and where is it now to where, obviously I was involved day to day. Now I'm not as much anymore. So how is it doing?
It's the foundation's doing great.
Right.
We're still, raising money, funding a lot of programs.
Right.
You know who's been a help? Governor Christie.
Oh, really? Good.
Boomer introduced me to him at a Ranger game last year, and he mentioned something to me about the charity. I said, we need to get a central data bank done for SIDS in 50 states that doesn't exist. He goes, why can't you get it done? I said, we can't get a Republican to sign on.
And did you?
He said, take my number, call my assistant. I figured, he spent an hour and a half with Susan and I.
And did he get?
He's in the process of helping us.
Good.
So, you know what? There's a lot of people that have helped, and obviously the radio station without Don. And without the radio station, the foundation wouldn't exist. And, this was my launch.
You've done great work with that. Lee, how are things these days?
Things are great. I'm at Univision, which is a media company, the largest media company serving Hispanics throughout the country.
Great.
Heading up sales for them. So all good, family's good, and not going.
Well, great to see you guys. Thank you, Joel, very much.
Staying another 25 years?
Oh, I doubt it. I now take it year to year. No, I actually take it. 2 more years I'm here. After that, I'll take it day to day. We'll see what happens.
How many times have you said that now? Come on.
Well, we'll see. But listen, thanks for coming in.
Congratulations.
Golfing.
Yeah, I won't. I'll take care of it. We'll do that in the fall. When we come back, Don Imus.
It's WFAN's 25th anniversary, and this hour is brought to you by Brad Benson Hyundai in South Brunswick, New Jersey.
Hot enough for you? Now at Carp Kia in Rockville Center. It may be hot outside, but our deals are hotter because Carp Kia is turning on the heat this last week in June with savings so hot, they're cool. Now through Saturday, you can lease new Kia Optimas for just $199 a month. Wow, Kia Optimas, $199 a month. How about saving up to $4,000 off MSRP on new 2012 Kia Sorentos? Yep, up to $4,000 right off the top on new Sorentos. Bring us your trade, and we'll give you up to 110% of the book value. And only Carp Kia has the Carp Kia Advantage. Our exclusive extras with every purchase that include 1 year of complimentary oil changes, free state inspections, and free loaner cars. Plus, every Kia is backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Check us out at carpkia.com. You always get more than just a great deal at Carp Kia. Sunrise Highway, Rockville Center. Voted Dealer of the Year by DealerRater.com. It all ends June 30th. Kia, the power to surprise.
Lease 28062 at inception, tax, title, and fees additional.
You might say I'm big on convenience. My shirts, snaps instead of buttons. My shoes, loafers instead of laces. My lunch, microwavable. That's why I love PNC Bank. They make managing my finances easy, and I love easy.
For making it easy for you to access and manage your money, enjoy 2,900 PNC branches, more than 7,000 PNC ATMs, and mobile apps so you can make deposits from anywhere. With our performance checking products, we'll even reimburse your fees if you have to use another bank's ATM. And now through June 30th, get $150 when you open a virtual wallet with performance spend or other select checking account. Just sign up for a qualifying direct deposit and try our online bill payment service. For more details, stop by a branch or call 1-877-CALL-PNC. Couldn't be easier. PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. For performance checking, other financial institution surcharge fees will be reimbursed up to $8 maximum per statement period. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Offer excludes 2012 Kia Soul, Sportages, and Optimas.
Slice $5,000 right off the top. Save $5,000 just like that. Drive in to incredible Gateway Kia and drive out with a new Kia for $5,000 off the dealer-posted price during Gateway Kia's Triple Play event. Only Gateway Kia, the discount Kia Giants in North Brunswick, takes $5,000 off every new Kia in stock. Or get $5,000 overbooked for your trade. Or put a check in your pocket for $5,000. The choice is yours. Take $5,000 off the dealer-posted price. Or get $5,000 overbooked for your trade. Or buy or lease any new Kia this month and leave with a check in your pocket for $5,000. We'll see ya at Gateway Kia in North Brunswick off Route 1 at the Milltown Road exit in Carolier Lane. Shop online at gatewaykia.net.
Gateway Kia, the discount Kia Giants.
Kia, the power to surprise with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
American Express Open and Facebook are looking for small businesses with big dreams. Enter Big Break for small business by July 13th, and you could win $25,000 in funding and a strategy session to help make your dreams a reality. For official rules and eligibility, visit facebook.com/open.
Chevrolet, great fuel economy radio commercial, take 56.
At Chevy, we have some real fuel-efficient cars for you. What's that?
Music. Do you like it?
No.
Check.
Like the EPA estimated 36 miles per gallon Highway Cruise LS? Really? Just something lively.
Gotcha.
And Sonic offers an EPA estimated 40 miles per gallon highway. That's the devil's music.
Okay, just silence then?
Yes, please. So, check out these vehicles and more. Really?
Celebrate Independence Day with $500 cash on the 2012 Chevy Cruze LS. EPA estimate with available 1.4-liter turbocharged engine and 6-speed manual transmission. Not available with some other offers. Excludes leases. See dealer for details. Take delivery by 7/2/12. Visit your local Chevy dealer today.
All right, we're on Fan on Yes on this 25th anniversary program. I gave you the top 25 players. Derek Jeter, of course, first. Mariano, second. Steinbrenner, third. Eli Manning. Joe Torre, who's still to come. Mark Messier, who's already been on. Lawrence Taylor, ditto. Patrick Ewing, Bill Parcells, been on. Same thing. Mike Piazza, then Tom Coughlin, who's already been on. Tomorrow, Richard Neal will have highlights of the last 20 years, which we will play on his 6 to 10 show, including a lot of former hosts. Sunday, they're going to do a whole day of this. They'll have the regular shows, Bob Salter's show, then Rick Wolf's Sports Edge, then Ed Randall's show. Then the Sweater and the Snoozer from 11 to 1. 1 to 1:30, the Coleman, the Soul Man, Dave Simpson, Eddie C. 1:30 to 3, Chris Carlin and Kim Jones. 3 to 4 will be 3 to 4 will be Len Berman. 4 to 5 will be Spencer Ross. 5 to 6 will be Richard Neer. 6 to 7 will be Howie Rose and Eddie C. And then they will play back the top 25 moments in New York sports from 87 through 2012. Now, a lot of people have brought up, wait a second, where is Johan Santana's no-hitter? Johan Santana's no-hitter didn't get any votes because the voting was completed the week before Johan threw the no-hitter. So that is why there is no Johan Santana in the list. Otherwise, he would have been there. He might have finished fairly high with his, top moments, but that was the case because it happened a week before. The Giants in Super Bowl 42 was number 1. Rangers winning the Cup was number 2. Giants winning last year's Super Bowl was number 3. Giants winning Super Bowl 25 against the Bills was number 4. Piazza's home run off Carsey after 9/11, the first game back in New York, was number 5. That was a very dramatic night. Jeter's 3,000 hit, which was a homer off Price, was number 6. Yankees win the series winning the series in 96, Game 6, which I went to with Joel. It's number 7. Boone's walk-off homer, number 8. The Jeter flip is 9. And my toe was a number 10. That was the top 25. There are 25. You can go to WFAN.com and see those. There are, and you can go get the names of the top 25 personalities. You can get those at WFAN.com, or you can get them on the sports app. Get them wherever you want. We're waiting on Don Imus to take a quick break.
This is Adam Graves of the New York Rangers, and I want to wish everyone at WFAN a happy 25th anniversary.
At Maloof, so late.
Right now, very well qualified lessees can get a low mileage sign and drive lease on a 2012 Chevy Volt for around $369 a month for 36 months with 0 due signing. Must take delivery by 7/2/12. Includes security deposit. Excludes low emissions package. Tax, title, license, and dealer fees extra. Your payments may vary. Available for order at participating dealers. EPA estimated 35-mile range based on 94 mpge electric, 340-mile range based on 35 mpg city, 40 highway gas. Actual range varies with conditions. Call 1-888-VOLT for you for lease details.
All right, we're here on this 25th anniversary program at 5:13, and we'll be on till 7. Yeah, you'll hear baseball later tonight as the Mets play the anemic Dodgers who can't get a hit. And remember, we have a lot more to do here. There'll be celebrations and shows all weekend. And again, we have talked about the history of fan. It would not be a 25th anniversary program without my old friend Don Imus. Don, welcome.
How are you?
How you doing, Donnie?
I'm all right.
What's new?
Well, I'm out here at the ranch currently.
Right.
Trying to figure out a way to breathe.
Well, how's it? Have you figured it out? Is it going well?
No, I keep saying at least I don't have cancer. Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm doing fine.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
How are you? Congratulations.
Good. Thank you. How's the family?
They're great.
Oh, good. Tell them I said hello. Tell them I said hello. When we miss you, how's everything? Everything's good?
Well, yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah,
well, I wish I could breathe better, but I mean, that's here's the thing about old people when you call them.
What's that?
Like you're calling me.
Yeah.
They'll tell you all of the stuff that's wrong with them.
Right, we know that.
But I'll tell you what else, but I got good news.
What's that?
Well, I had a kind of a toothache, so I call my dentist in New York.
Right.
And I say I'm really in a lot of pain.
Right.
So I'm waiting for the FedEx to arrive because it's got a prescription of Vicodin.
I'm sure it does.
So we're living the dream here.
Yes. No, I'm good to see nothing has changed.
No.
Yeah. That's, I remember those old days. Good to see nothing has changed there, Don. You know that?
No, absolutely. No.
Absolutely. So, when you think back, can you remember the fan days, or have you completely forgotten them?
Yeah, I was thinking when Chernow called me.
Right.
And he said, would you be willing to talk to Mike? I said, of course.
Absolutely.
I was trying to remember.
Right.
And I can't remember exactly what happened. I guess Imus broadcasted Jeff Smulyan.
Right.
I guess he bought NBC.
Right.
I think that's where it went.
Yes.
Because FAN had already been established on 1050.
Right.
The dial position, which you can't hear, by the way, if you park next to the transmitter in your car.
It's true.
So that was moved over then.
Right.
To where we were at 660.
Yes.
Which is where you guys are now, which is one of the great signals in the history of broadcasting. At night, you can hear FAN in 38 states.
That is very true. And we inherited you.
And so then we came along with the package.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I was in terms of contracts and so on, but I forget who the program director was. Could have been Mark Mason.
It was Mark Mason.
Oh, yeah, okay, company, yeah. So a very nice guy.
Yes.
So you know, at that point, the sports talk thing, which was a great idea, Smulyan's idea, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Was not taken off, but I think that was a result of a number of things. They didn't have any great talent. I don't think they did. I don't want to disparage anybody.
Right.
And then they had a horrible signal.
Right.
So by coming to 660, getting us, I think got some decent talent, and then along came you and Mad Dog, and there were some other people.
Yeah.
Who were pretty good.
Yeah, we got and the thing took off.
Yeah, there we are.
Yeah, well, thanks to you. I mean, because, Dog and I, if you remember, I don't know if you remember this, you probably don't. The day, they tell me And I'm over there now doing middays and filling in for Pete Franklin, who is basically, you know,
Pete Franklin
about had it. Like Pete
was psycho.
Yeah, Pete wasn't showing up, so I'm like filling in for him. This is pre-Mike and the Mad Dog, and they call me in one day, and they say, "Listen, we're going to merge with 66 soon. We want you to go over and meet Imus. Why don't you go over there and do sports one morning?" And I'm like, "You're kidding, right?" And they're like, "No. Do you remember the morning I went over to your old place at NBC to do sports for you?"
No.
I went over one day, and you couldn't have been worse to me if, you know...
That's just not true.
Oh, you were terrible to me that day.
That's just lie.
Oh, you were throwing your gum at me and stuff, and unbelievable.
That was a form of affection, had to be.
That's it. And then after that, you learned to love me. So, I mean, it's unbelievable.
No bigger supporter of you and Fruit Loops than me.
No, there never was, as a matter of fact.
What happened to him, by the way?
I don't know. I can't find him. You know, I've been looking for him. He walked out one day in August '08, and I've never seen him since. Like, I've actually sent out private investigators. I can't find him. Have you?
Oh, he'll wash up somewhere.
I heard he was working on your ranch under an assumed name. Is that true?
You know, I went to the dentist here, and I had the dentist stories too. So I had to go to the dentist here in Santa Fe.
Right.
And a nice guy. And I mean, there must gotta be in Santa Fe. There's got to be. Wouldn't you think a couple hundred dentists?
At least.
Yeah. Guy says, I said, "Thanks, Jimmy." He said, "Oh, that's fine." He says, "You know what else I say?" I said, he said, "Mad Dog's parents."
You got the same dentist.
So then he knows Mad Dog.
That is on. And, you know, here's the amazing thing. You call a dentist in New York and tell him your mouth hurts, and then you go to the dentist down there and tell him your mouth hurts because you got him sending you a FedEx, too. I know that. You know that? you got the FedEx trucks lined up like it's a funeral. You know that? They got like 10 FedEx trucks lined up one after another delivering stuff to you. I remember the one time we were in the hospital at the same time? We were on the phone. I think Chernoff was like running back and forth. I was getting my knee fixed. You're in the hospital after falling off the damn horse, and we're both in the hospital doing shows at the same time.
You know, Chernoff is reminding me that one time in the nascent stages of our tenure at FAN, my lung collapsed when I was on the air.
Is that true?
Yeah. And so I'm doing the show, and Bernie and Lou are making fun of me because I'm gasping for air. So because I didn't know what it was. Who knew what it was?
Right.
So then Hollander and Chernoff take me to the hospital. It's a collapsed lung. So I go in the hospital. Long story short,
right.
I have to have a lung operation, which is horrible.
Right.
Back in those days, it was really horrible.
Right.
Cuts you in half, you know.
Oh.
So they would come, Chernoff and Hollander would come see me all the time. And they were great, bring me stuff, and you know, they were terrific.
I remember you doing a show all summer from the hospital.
In fact, you arranged for Bill Parcells to call me.
Yep.
Which was, by the way, one of the great conversations I've ever had.
I remember that. I do. He was on just before. I remember that when he called. I remember when he called you, and you didn't even miss. You went in and got your lung done after collapse, and you didn't miss one show the whole time.
No, but anyway.
I think you did a show from the operating room one morning. You know that?
So they come over to see me, and they had moved me to another room for some reason.
Right.
So they go in the room, and it's all made up. They thought I was dead.
No, you got it wrong. They were hoping you were dead.
Well,
after what you put them through, I mean...
put them through. Listen, they got me in the days I wasn't drinking or doing drugs.
Oh, hey, listen, I can remember some days when you and I were about 1:45 would sit down there together in your office, and someone would come down to talk to us, and we'd have them running down the hall within about 5 minutes.
Well, I was a horrible influence on you.
Yes, you were. You taught me everything I knew, as a matter of fact. You know that? It's worked out well. I always say the smartest man I ever met was Don. He taught me everything I needed to know about radio, that's for sure.
It was fun days, and on a serious note,
yes,
I'll always appreciate for the rest of my life the loyalty of both you and certainly Chernoff, and by the way, Mad Dog.
Absolutely. He was there, too, absolutely.
You guys were very stand-up guys, and a lot of people don't know that you actually put your job on the line I'm trying to save mine, and I really appreciate it.
Well, listen.
It all worked out for me.
That's not important. But let me also say, on a serious note, that, there wouldn't be a Mike and the Mad Dog or an FAN without you. So, you carried us for a long time before we kind of figured everything out. So this is all credit to you. Without, as I always told people, how do you start a sports talk station? I said, go get Don Imus. That's the way you start. And you take it from there, because without you, it never would have got off the ground. You carried us for a long time before any of us figured it out. You know that?
You're very gracious. Not true, but to just be
it is true. It actually is true. You know that? And you know what? It really is. And, as I said, those years were great. We loved them. And, we've both been here a long time. We've both been doing this a long time. But you know what? It was a wonderful run that I will never forget, both the years with Dog, which I've tried to forget through the years as much as I possibly could, and obviously the time with you. So I appreciate it greatly, and thanks for a couple of minutes today. I hope everybody's well. Give my best to Deirdre and Wyatt and everybody, and try not to fall off a horse this summer, okay?
Well, good luck to you, and may the fan have 25 more.
Thank you, Don.
All right, baby.
All right, Don Imus, back after this.
Hi, this is R.A. Dickey, and I would like to wish a happy 25th anniversary to the Fan Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
And 25th anniversary with the sweater and the schmoozer. Sports Radio 66, the Fan, WFAN, New York.
Well, it is good afternoon to you and IUB at 12:06 and 10 seconds on this Sunday afternoon on the Van, New York City. Steve Summers here, and you there along with the sweater. The sweater and the schmooze. What is it for another hour? And don't forget with the 1-877-337-6666 with Casey and Dove on the other side, right up until the Soul Man and Coal Man at 1 on the Fan, New York City.
About to witness history in the making. In the making. In the making.
Outside Yankee Stadium today reads Vintage Gidry, and last night was indeed a classic Gator performance. Susan Waldman for Sports Radio.
I'm Jim Lampley, and welcome once again to WFAN AM Radio. The premise of this station is that what the world and the metropolitan area need now is a 24-hour-a-day sports information and sports-related entertainment radio programming format.
What do you mean I'm doing fine on WFAN? I'm sure I'm doing fine. I don't know.
Thanks a lot for your time, Pete.
Thank you. It's been your pleasure.
All right. It's 11:44. I'm Howie Rose. We'll come back, take a couple of more calls right after Steve Levy gets caught up on all the scores.
This is Spencer Ross, and I'm at Mickey Mantle's restaurant. And that's where we are each weekday.
Everybody's always told me that Casey Stengel had the greatest knack for knowing who would do the right thing at the right time.
Imus in the morning.
Outboarding Flight 66 for the overnight journey to Imus in the morning at 5:30.
Well, here now on the phone with us, the governor of Arkansas, who, as you probably know, is running for the presidency of the United States. Good morning, Governor Clinton.
Good morning, Don.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm disappointed you didn't call me Bubba.
Now, over from the Archdiocese, with the New York State lotto numbers, or perhaps the Powerball numbers, here is John Cardinal O'Connor. Good morning, Cardinal O'Connor.
Good morning, God bless.
Feel like I should be wearing overalls and no shoes this morning here on Hee Haw in the morning. Imus tomorrow, be Jesus. We'll be fine. Then Vinny Pearl coming on, be Jesus. 12:17 here at the Fan. Dave Sims and Ed Coleman with you.
Good morning, everybody. Mike Sleepinger with you from now until 1 o'clock.
Steve Summers here. Your sweater, Russ Salzberg, still snowed in, on the line, on the phone in New Jersey.
I hate the snow.
Oh, you know what else I noticed a lot last night, Jody? A lot of female drummers. Oh, and Lenny's is good. Yes. Lenny Kravitz, drummer. She excellent skin. And Kid Rock had a female drummer last night. Really? Yeah. I didn't see. A lot of female drummers. Brittany a little on the disappointment.
Just terrible. Jerry Seinfeld. Hi, Jerry, and thanks really for calling.
Hey, Steve Arena, how you doing, buddy?
Well, my new best friend now.
That's right.
How can this guy, when he learned under Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick, be an absolute fraud as an NFL head coach?
Because there are moments in every season in certain games in which champions rise to the occasion, and then there are moments where you choke.
6:06 on the Fan. Good morning and welcome to the first ever edition of the Boomer and Carton Show. Boomer Esiason and Craig Carton. Good morning, Boomer. Buddy boy, how are you today?
I'm wide awake this morning, Craig. It's good to see you. It's great to work with you.
Give him my credit because I caught him Saturday. He knew I was dying. And he let me vent. Today, he knew I was dying. He laid low. I give you credit.
All right, we'll come back. And Yankee fans, let me tell you, you just got your pound of flesh. Back into this.
Fantastic sports coverage as it happens on Sports Radio 1050 WFAN.
And certainly over the years, with all the games that have been played by those playing them, nobody is ever going to forget John Franco and one very important save, like this.
And the pitch on the way. He struck him out. He struck him out. 400 saves for John Franco. And the Mets are all headed toward the mound. They want to congratulate their left-hand ace. Franco struck out the side in the ninth inning and reaches a real piece of history. His 400th career save.
And joining us now, the man who came up with that save, the one and only, the pride of the Marlboro Projects in Brooklyn, Mr. John Franco. John, Russ, and Steve here. How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, guys?
What is it?
That's when you fall.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's when you fall. Imus in the morning on 77 WABC. Sports leader, Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
Bruce in Bayside joins us now on the Fan. Go ahead, Brucey.
Flagship station for New York Mets baseball.
Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
And good morning, everybody. Russ Salzberg with you here on this delightful Friday morning, the 5th day of June, 1998. The number, as always, is 718-937-6666. And as always, seated to my right, my partner, Steve Summers. It is the Sweater and the Schmoozer. Double Bay and Wilpon. On Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
WFAN, New York.
Mike and the Mad Dog. Sports Radio 66, WFAN. They're talking sports, going at it as hard as they can. It's Mike and the Mad Dog on the Fan. Nothing can get by 'em, turn it on and try 'em. Mike and the Mad Dog, WFAN.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? The Mike and the Mad Dog radio program for the 5th day of June, 1998. Good to have you with us live at Belmont Park. Chris Carlin, of course, Joan Chin. As we chat with you, we'll get some phone calls in, 718-937-6666. And today we have 3 assignments. Assignment 1 is to talk about Real Quiet and whether this horse can be the 12th Triple Crown winner in history.
As unfortunately the world is now aware, Don Imus firing a 3-over, 8 on the par 5, 18th at Fiddler's Elbow.
in, 8.
It's an 8.
By the way, Francesa nearly had a heart attack trying to keep up with you.
Yeah.
How you doing? How you doing? Hold on. We'll get an interview as soon as I catch you. How you doing? I love Francesa. He's the man. Yeah.
Yep, he was sick yesterday.
He was sick as a dog.
He was sick again.
Must have got some bad ding-dongs or something.
Your radio sounds funny in the morning. You're listening to Imus in the morning.
Well, here's the thing about the Marv Albert thing, is that listening to the details makes me sick. And you've never put on a pair of panties.
Oh, well, of course, but that doesn't have
You
any...
did? Oh, my God.
No, you idiot.
You have worn panties?
No, I was just kidding. What do you...
Well, Trying I to don't be one know. of the boys, and then you got snagged.
It's in the morning on the Fan, Sports Radio 66, WFAN.
WFAN, New York. WFAN 2020 Sports.
Good evening. It's 7 o'clock. This is Bob Eisler.
Right here now, the sports. Mike Francesa. And joining us, the lesser half of this Mike and the Mad Dog duo, Chris Mad Dog Russo, who I have to acknowledge,
was terrific yesterday. Good morning, Mr. Russo.
Good morning, Don. Mike, how you doing?
Good morning, Dog, and he was excellent yesterday, Don. He did a terrific job, and it is a 50-50 partnership, the Mike and the Mad Dog
There
program.
you go, Mike.
And
We love each other.
and it always has been, and we are going to set up a little internship for your son, Don, to come and be a part of our program as soon as he wants, and let him learn the real side of sports.
Because Mike and I are going to be together for a long, long time, Don.
At least another month. Not if Mike has anything to say about it. Now, Dog.
Yeah, Mike.
Now, listen. Yesterday I heard that you disparaged not only Charles McCord,
right,
but his son, Les.
Correct.
And disparaged their teacher, David Fair.
Correct.
I have received some information here. Are you ready?
Let's hear it.
David Fair. Well, first of all, you said that David Fair, but then went down there to Rollins College, right?
Right.
And that wasn't even on the tennis team.
He played doubles. He was number 8 on the team. He was not a factor.
Well, all right, stand by. Go ahead. Here we go. I have been enlisted by the McCord family, Dog, to give you the following information.
Let's hear it.
Wrong like always. Are you ready? Not only was he a member of the Rollins tennis team, but David Fair was the team's captain. Match record, 83-17 in singles, 75-25 in doubles. Wait a second. Holds the Rollins College record for consecutive dual meet matches at 23 and 22 in a row, respectively. NCAA Division II Senior Player of the Year, runner-up in the nation.
What year is this?
What difference does that make?
We
don't know. Probably 87. I don't know the year, but they said the only
find a year.
The only match he lost was to Seguso and Flack, they said.
That is... He's crazy. Give me a year, please.
Well, what difference does it make?
Because I know. My best buddy was the second best player on our team. He said that Fair played a little doubles, and that was the end of it.
Here's what he says here. David Fair, 83-17 in singles, says, and he is now the North Jersey Country Club pro, he not only will kick your rear end, Dog, but Les will...
If 17, he better kick my face.
But he says you won't get a game off Les. You know what the deal is here, though?
Let me hear it, Don.
We don't. All we have is what McCord says. Absolutely. With this panty-wearing friend of his, David Fair, who I've met, by the way.
Mike, tell Don.
Yes.
Do I know Steve Spielman well?
Yes.
Did Steve Spielman? Well, you don't know this, but you've met Spielman. Did Spielman tell you personally?
He was
100. The guy was 106 and
5 at Rollins.
4 years of tennis.
That's what he told me.
And I've been told from Spielman that Fear played there, and Fear played a little doubles and was not a factor.
Well, one thing, either you're very wrong, Dog, or Fair is the biggest liar we've ever met. Yeah, I mean... he says he's 83-17 in singles.
Cut it out, and Chuck now...
By the way, Chris, there ought to be a way to check this, shouldn't there?
Yes, there should. I'll make some calls.
I hear now.
And how about Chuck all of a sudden, Don, kissing Rollins' fanny?
Well...
He begged me to get his kid into that school 5 years ago.
And he's still there. We'll be for a few more years. He's following in your footprints, 8 years. Joining us now, Bill from White Plains. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, man.
How are you?
It's Bill from White Plains.
I know that, yes.
Boy, after listening to the last couple of minutes, you can understand why Mike and the Mad Dog is so successful. I've been on with you before, man.
I know that.
I know sometimes you forget things.
Oh, well.
Like the time you forgot to buy Francesca that Porsche. I know Mike's filling in today, but where's Warner? What, did he fall and break his hip?
He got lost on the way here.
It's a shame he's going to miss that 65th year high school reunion that is coming up. But Francesca, he's a real good choice to be on the show, man.
Thank you.
Because he has something in common with Breen.
What would that be?
They both work with someone they hate. You know, Francesca was late this morning, but don't get mad at him. He had a good excuse, man.
What was that?
He got pulled over by the cops because they thought the airbag released.
Oh, man. You like that one, Doug, huh?
Hey, again, congratulations on the impending birth of your son.
Thank you very much, Bill.
It took a lot of courage for your wife to do that.
What do you mean?
Well, it's obvious what she had to do to have this kid. I got 2 words of advice for her if she wants another kid.
Yes.
Artificial insemination.
Is that about it, Bill?
Good talking to you.
That's my program.
Yeah, Don, I'd fire Bree and hire that Bill full time.
It was about the quality of. Am I doing an interview with the bald stooge, or am I doing an interview with Don? Which one?
You're doing an interview with me. You be quiet,
Okay.
Bernie. I know the question to ask. All right.
Now let's get to it. So I don't have to talk to two people at the same time. Go ahead.
So Russo says he thinks that they're going to win game 6 and 7, and you say...
No, he never said... You see, you guys are so lost. He never said that.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
We have it on tape.
No, you don't have it on tape because he refused to say that the Pacers would win game 6 or 7.
Hang on.
He never made that statement.
Can you hang on?
Yes,
Here we go.
to me. Go ahead.
All right, here we
the
go.
Knicks. And I understand that you're very excited about the Pacers today, but that's okay.
Because I'll tell you what, Mike. We sat here for 2 days, and we tried to figure out that, I look at the Indiana bench, and I see something wrong.
I do think there's something wrong.
Oh, come on, stop it. I mean, they
I
came
did
out
think
there.
so.
They came out there last night.
Their own beat writer said it.
And he was wrong, too.
So
And
what?
he said
So
no,
what? Everybody said it.
I mean, they were down 37.
But wait a second, dog. You can't knock us for saying that on the bench because their own beat writer said it, and their own coach was worried about
And
it.
they obviously both wrong. He buried the
Everybody, their own beat writer did.
I didn't. They threw 7 right hands and knocked the Knicks out of the game.
Why are you so excited about their performance?
Because we all
Why
voted
do we care about the Indiana Pacers so much?
I'm allowed to root for whom I'm allowed to root for.
Oh, I didn't know you were rooting for them. I didn't realize that.
Absolutely.
Oh, but fine, dog. You know what? So what? The Indiana Pacers
And we
for
were all
one
wrong.
night
Harder
proved us
was wrong.
wrong. So what? Who
Pretty
cares?
good. Pretty good.
Their home court. We got to throw them a bouquet because they won a game at home.
Hold on, for God's sake.
Their own fans are booing them out of the building at 37-19.
You said they were going to win 4 straight games in a
So
row
what? I was
here.
wrong.
Plenty.
Oh wait, I got to get every game right, folks. Sorry, I apologize.
No, you got to give them a little credit.
Why do I have to give them any credit? Why do I care what they do?
Because they're playing the Knicks. They have
That's
to win
the
another
bottom
one.
line.
And I think the Knicks are going to win the next 2. I really do. I think the Knicks will definitely win game 6.
I don't think you believe it.
And, I do. I think they go out.
the Pacers will win game 7.
No, I don't think
I think
so.
you do.
Well, how do you know what I think,
I just
Mike?
think,
Are you a mind reader here?
I think you think the Pacers will win.
I mean, you mind read it, Larry Bird. You got that totally
I didn't
wrong.
mind reading.
Oh, you did. You sat there and told me that.
I didn't mind reading. Look, I saw it on the bench. And
well,
that just proves you guys wrong. He didn't say the Pacers were going to win game 6 and 7.
I said the Knicks.
Yeah,
that's why you should let me ask the
Knicks were going to win game 6 and 7. See, he never, and then later on he said he didn't know who was going to win game 6 and 7. So he never said the Pacers were going to win game 6 and 7.
What did I say?
You said Pacers.
Oh, I meant the Knicks.
Well, whatever. You called him a liar.
Yeah,
who called who a liar?
You called Russo a liar.
When did I do that?
Well, I mean, you said I don't believe you. I don't think you believe that.
Well, I don't. I don't think he really feels that. Wait a second.
Leave Francesa alone, you two in there.
Am I talking to Bernard or am I talking to Don, first of all?
You're talking to me. Bernard, you and Lou, shut up.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, first he got everything wrong, Bernard. He did not say the Pacers were going to win game 6 and 7.
No, he said the Knicks.
We didn't think that.
We misspoke ourselves.
Okay, well, that's what you said to me, though, and I told you to play the
But we
game.
meant the Knicks. We don't know what we're talking about.
Obviously.
What do you want us to throw you a bouquet just because you caught us on one
Obviously. You guys call up and you don't even have the facts.
No, we're just trying to cause trouble.
There is no trouble.
Oh, yes, there is.
There's big trouble.
There's huge bitterness. You can just hear it.
Don, we have been having those same fights for 12 years.
Come on.
This one had a little edge. This one had a little edge. Yep. It sounded very ugly.
Don, they're ugly all the time. Sometimes we don't talk for 2 or 3 months.
Call your partner a liar.
What time are you coming in here today?
I'm not coming in. I'm going to the garden.
No.
Come on. Can you stop by for a...
Okay, I'll stop by and see you there.
Yeah, sure you will, Don. You'll be sitting in your regular seat. I know.
Mike Francesa here on the Imus-Mike program. But Bernard, shut up when I'm trying to talk to him.
Well, we got to get to the crux of the argument.
We got to the crux of the argument.
Yeah, because I was trying to guide the I-Man a little bit. Help out with Francesa, who's trying to spin it around a different way.
No, he wasn't.
We got to get to the facts.
We got to the facts.
He called his partner a liar.
We got trouble.
Yeah, and he was suggesting there was no genuine rancor there, and obviously there was.
Well, clearly there was.
Well, then don't let him run that job.
Right, exactly.
Well, he wasn't. He didn't run. He said it's been that way for 12 years.
Yeah, but he was trying to take the edge off, and then it was definitely there. Definitely.
He's trying to run around the I-Man.
Pure hatred.
That was one of the more bitter exchanges.
No. All right, dog. Think what you want, dog.
Well, it doesn't help that I like Francesa. See, that's the problem.
We love Francesa.
We love Francesa.
We love
we
Francesa.
do. We do. Well, that's true.
We love the fact that they hate each other, too.
Yes, we do.
We love both of them.
That's the point that Francesa, well, he wouldn't address that issue.
No.
That he, in fact, he does hate him.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's
never going to say that.
He's never going to own up to that.
He doesn't hate him. You know what it is?
What?
He has no respect for him.
Professionally, no respect.
No respect for him. No.
All right, that cuts right.
And my complaint has always been about the program's fine, but my complaint has always been that Russo shouldn't even get into trying to be,
the big analysis stuff.
Right. He should just be goofy.
Leave that too for the sports doctor.
You're the clown.
Yeah.
Be a Smothers Brothers of Rowan and whoever.
Rowan and Martin.
Actually, it should be like the two comedians. I mean, the two magicians.
Penn and Teller.
Right.
You should just
Once
not
you not talk.
You should just not talk.
Marco Marx.
No, but I mean, but Russo refuses to do that.
Yeah. Be one of the mind readers.
Yeah, he wants to try to challenge Mike all the time on Mike's sports knowledge, which is
absurd.
Not going to happen.
The nerve.
Yeah.
Isn't Bob Gelb? Did he deserve one?
No, of course not. If
you've established this
level. Yes, maybe he did. He deserved something.
Joe Hollander, did he deserve one?
He didn't. No, he didn't
Joe
deserve.
Hollander, my general manager for 10 years, did not deserve radio, but you do.
Absolutely.
Somebody had to be the GM.
Exactly.
Somebody. I mean, he just happened to be the general manager.
A necessary cog.
Because we got rid of Scott Meyer. He got fired.
How about Mark Chernoff? He didn't deserve one?
Oh, no.
Hell no.
What the hell did he do?
I can't believe you're asking this.
He was
stupid?
He was the program director for Howard Stern when you guys were on air. What are you talking about?
It comes down to the fact that you think that you are, despite the fact that they had a phone on that 18th of November, who you were what a great job you guys have done. I had nothing to do with this, blah, blah, blah. So we all forget that conversation now.
Being
because
humble.
you feel insulted that you mean a lot more to our career than a lousy radio.
That's right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
The I-Man.
That's the point.
You have a career.
Come on. You wouldn't have a career if it weren't for me.
Oh, how about Bernie? How about Bernie? Darn it.
Bernie, yes, Bernie should have got one.
Bernie was the guy.
Did Bernie get a radio?
No.
No.
I dissed him more than I dissed you.
But why is Bernie here? Because of the I-Man. He gave one to every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
You gave one to every scum bunny and every... Yeah, but here's the thing that's most offensive, and I can't believe this, is that you gave one to Mark Mason.
That's the killer.
Program director when we got started.
Yeah, but you...
should give one to Chernoff.
He is a horrid human being. He's a disgraceful person. He's a backstabbing lion weasel.
You succeeded in spite of him.
Exactly.
You gotta give one to Mason. He's the one who put the show on.
You don't get it.
You really get it. You really don't get it.
No, here's what you don't get.
Don't come into work today.
Get them all. Don, I'm not finished yet.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Why are you so ungrateful? You should be honored.
Why, you
put him in a pledge of 16 people.
I mean, I'm so offended by this that I can't tell you how outraged I am.
People offended.
A heart attack.
You come in today, you're going to eat a sledgehammer right in the teeth.
You know what you're going to eat today, and I think you know what it's going to be, don't you?
What am I going to eat?
You're going to eat a little lead. That's what you're going to eat. I'm never speaking to you again, ever.
Man.
What does Mike say about this?
Oh, Mike was just dismissive of me and told me that... Mike said, what were we supposed to do, get you an original? I said, yes.
Hello.
Yes, hello, Fatso, original, that's right.
Well, you got an ego the size of the Grand.
And how presumptuous are you two losers to celebrate 10 years? I mean, so what?
You left the dog show that day. You called up at 110.
Well, I was trying to be nice.
Beyond great to have us, and then you complain that
Here's the thing.
that you weren't on at 5.
I actually like you and Mike. Mike's my friend, and you are too.
That's why this is so hurtful.
Yeah, that's why I'm so upset about it. I meant what I said. I did. I called up. I meant what I said.
But so that you just said that we celebrated ourselves. I didn't do that.
Now I'm hurt.
You don't even get it.
And you exactly.
Let's face it, Christopher. You are lost.
Totally. You are really
out of it. Bad job by you.
Yeah, exactly. A
bad job by you and Mikey.
Let's be honest.
This is outrageous. I mean, I'm actually hurt.
Very upset.
Don, I'm hurt. Will you please? You know what you mean to us. What do you got to go kiss your fanny every 5 minutes?
No, but
Well,
don't
every 10.
but don't diss me. Don't insult me by giving me some cheap $29 radio with a
cheap $29 radio.
$99 radio.
Whatever.
Whatever.
You know what it took me to track those things down?
Well, no, it took Terry Irving.
It's easy for you guys to say that. I gotta go call Louisville, Kentucky.
It took Terry Irving 5 seconds to find it on the internet. Exactly.
But Mark Mason.
It took 5 seconds to find it on the internet, and you gave one to Mark Mason, who is the most dishonest, disloyal skunk on the planet.
Well, let's get this straight. So you think that Mason
He's
who
scum.
put the show on the air?
Oh,
he's a reptile.
He's the biggest weasel, and he put it on the program. He put it on the air after asking me what to do.
Okay, fine. So, but you just told me that Chernoff didn't deserve one because he wasn't the program director. Well, Mason was then.
And what happened to him?
Mason was the
He
program.
got fired.
He
That's
got
what
fired.
happened. Because he's a skunk.
Snake. Well, you're
A backstabbing weasel, just like you
This is
are.
not about what he's like as a person. This is what he kind of meant to our career.
I'm going to take that sledgehammer to you when you come in here.
Imus in the morning.
Every director has a in New York. And they both began their careers, well, not their careers, but they both came to note. Actually, Bernard discovered Mad Dog, working weekends at the station. They both did sports on this radio program, the Imus-Mike program, and then they got together, and they called their show Mike and the Mad Dog, and there's always been this suspicion that they don't like each other. And at various times, the acrimony has revealed itself on the air. And apparently it's gotten so bad that there was a meeting with the general manager yesterday, and I'm here to discuss this now, is our old friend, Christopher Mad Dog Russo. Good morning, Mr. Russo.
An old friend. Good morning, Don. How are you?
I'm fine.
How's Santa Fe?
Well, I'm not in Santa Fe.
Well, whatever you are.
I don't go to Santa Fe.
Should I send Tony and Molly after you pretty soon, my parents?
You would rather
I'm
do.
your psychiatrist.
Wouldn't you rather be doing the show by yourself? If you had your choice.
Don, I've been doing a show for 11 years.
I understand.
Plus, I do a show by myself on Saturday mornings.
I understand that.
A show that you happen to like, I might add.
Where do you have more fun, doing the show by yourself Saturday morning or Monday through Friday from 1 to 6 or whatever it is with Francesa?
Both shows offer big enjoyment. You get a much better. The bottom line is to get a radio buzz. You know the word buzz, Don. That's part of your lexicon for a long time.
What if in this big meeting with the jug-eared general manager of ours yesterday, Dumbo Ears Davis, what if he had said, Chris, we've decided that we're going to let you do the show by yourself, and we're going to let Mike work with Steve Summers at night. What would have been your response?
That's a hype. That didn't happen. What do you think the station wants to break up this highly successful?
No, I'm just asking
you came up with before you had me on here.
No,
highly successful radio duo.
I'm just asking you.
Just answer a hypothetical. That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm not going to answer a hypothetical. That's not going to happen, and I'm not going to do that.
First of all, wait a minute.
I don't want to see Mike or myself go anywhere else. I've been together with Mike for 11 years. Why would I want that to happen?
Your fights are over hypotheticals. I would point out to you. That's what this whole thing is about. Over hypotheticals. The genesis of the acrimony between you and Francesa is rooted in hypotheticals.
Excellent point, Donnie. Excellent point. Good job by you.
Whether Sammy Sosa's going to come to the Yankees, Derek Jeter, A-hole Rodriguez, all of these various things. He's right. See what I'm saying?
I understand that, but Don, I mean, you can't compare, sitting on a bar stool as kind of what we do anyway, and talking about who's better, A-Rod to Derek Jeter.
Are you drinking on the air?
Can I finish, for goodness sakes?
Are you guys drinking on the air? That's what I used to do. It's outrageous.
You're funny, Don. I love it. Now, what do you want to tell you? When you do a show with somebody for 11 years, you're going to have your ups and downs. Right now, we're in a little down period. That's all. You're trying to get me to tell you that, I can't stand Mike. Boy, I can't wait to get him off the show. Boy, I love it. That's not going to happen. That's all ridiculous. First of all, it's never going to happen. The station loves this show, as you do as well, I might add.
Yes, I do. Well, I love Francesa. He's my friend, and I tolerate you. I actually like you as well. if I had to be honest about it. But, you know, I am closer to Francesco.
I understand. You can do it. Of course. Who has a problem with that? Have I ever come up to you and said, well, that's not fair?
No, but I just want you to leave him alone. Stop picking on him.
Defer to him once in a while.
Yeah,
he's the sports doctor.
Yeah, show some respect.
Yeah.
He is the sports doctor.
He's the authority, and you're the clown.
He's the senior member.
You're a phony.
You're the clown. He's the doctor.
Yeah,
Show some.
Give me a pep talk. Feed me raw meat. For God's sake.
I think you need to show some respect. Is what we think.
He says Sosa's no good for the Yankees, then Sosa's no good. Shut up.
I think that you just got to say. You know what you've got to start saying, Chris?
What, Don?
You've got to learn to say, "You're right, Mike. I couldn't agree with you more."
That's it.
On the fan.
Why don't you try that today?
On the fan.
Back in 60 seconds. On the fan. Mikey, you were right.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, Donnie.
Thank you very much.
All right, buddy.
Chris Russo here on the Imus in the Morning program. That's exactly right. Show the sports doctor
Right.
some respect.
The proper respect.
Yeah.
R-E-S-P-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-C-T, take F-T-C-T. Imus in the morning.
This holiday season...
To happen after Thanksgiving? If it's not the home run, what stands out for A-Rod if it's not the home run?
All right, let me say it again. Sunday afternoon.
I don't care about one game, dog, and say it again, one game.
Mike,
And Jeter could break a game open, too. That doesn't mean anything.
Can I talk for a second?
Yeah, but who cares about one game?
Can I talk? Maybe the fans do. I don't care if you do. Maybe some of the fans do.
Maybe they do. I hope they heard it already, but go ahead. Let's go.
Let's just go to the calls. I'm not going to deal with you on that. Here's Frank on the car phone. Frank, how are you?
Oh, that is ugly. That is really ugly.
Man, did you get a chill? I got.
Oh, God Almighty, man! That actually makes me hot.
Oh,
See the disgust in Chris's face.
Oh man, I mean that is a. We'll get back to more of this later.
Oh, that is rough.
That's nothing, Daddy. That's nothing.
Please welcome now to the Imus in the Morning program, America's anchorman, the managing editor and anchor of the CBS Evening News, Dan Rather. Good morning, Mr. Rather.
Hey, good morning. Listen, book these two guys into Madison Square Garden.
No kidding.
That sounds like we're going on with you and Connie there.
That's not necessary. You apologize.
I'm sorry.
Statute of limitations running off.
Absolutely.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Rather. I apologize. Now, this is from yesterday's program.
This is cold.
53 seconds. Mike and the Mad Dog, WFAN in New York.
Hi, Mike and the Mad Dog along the way, and Sterling called up, made a good point. You also got to remember that Jeter plays at Yankee Stadium, which is tough, and A-Rod plays.
But I don't think Jeter's a home run hitter, though. But I think people just look at A-Rod's 42 homers and say it's no-brainer. I'm not knocking A-Rod. I'm just saying I think Jeter is very productive.
I would love to have Jeter on my team. He's a great, great player. I just think that A-Rod is special.
What is it that you like?
Well, look. Well, this year, you want to say that it's all injury. I mean...
Well, this is going to last year's. What is it that, if it's not the home run, what stands out for A-Rod if it's not the home run?
All right, let me say it again. Sunday afternoon.
I don't care about one game, dog, and say it again, one game.
Mike,
and Jeter could break a game open, too. That doesn't mean anything.
Can I talk for a second?
Yeah, but who cares about one game?
Can I talk? Maybe the fans do. I don't care if you do. Maybe some of the fans do.
Maybe they do. I hope they heard it already, but go ahead. Let's go.
Let's just go to the calls. I'm not going to deal with you on that. Here's Frank on the car phone. Frank, how are you?
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I wonder what Frank said.
That is dripping.
That. Oh,
venom.
He said first time, long time.
God.
Man, that is...
Great show, guys. I love the show.
Man.
Now we have another 39-second cut.
Whew.
A further illustration of this. Play that, Lou.
Look at his postseason performance.
So you think basically that Jeter's a better player than
No,
A-Rod?
but I'm saying that everyone who says that it's so outlandish, if you look closer, it's a lot closer than people think.
Let's say what the answer is.
A-Rod's a better offensive player.
That's all.
But not a better player. But not a better player. Better offensive player.
Well, I mean...
Jeter's a better defensive player, and I'd rather have him on my team.
Okay, better offensive player is A-Rod, which is what I said at 5:16.
Look at those postseason numbers. So just take those into account, because A-Rod's got a long way to go till he gets those.
20 brought to you by... Can you hear that arrogance there with that Yankee stuff?
No, it's true. It's his performance.
We know that, but the poor guy hasn't played in the postseason. Come on, give the guy a break, will you?
No, that's not quite as bad as the other one.
No, the other was more acid.
The other one was just dripping venom.
Right. Ooh, poisonous.
Man, they must hate to go to work, don't you think?
And face each other?
Like teaming up Dr. Laura and Barney Frank to do a show.
Well, I think the solution is to try to bring them together, don't you?
No, man.
No.
Yeah, we want a fist fight. Warner weighs in.
That's
Warner.
What's the matter with you? That's what makes the good radio. People don't want them to hear appease each other and keep saying, "Oh yeah, you're
Don't
right.
change
That's
the
a good
team.
point." No, that's what they want.
No, but there's one thing. There's one thing to argue the way we do, for example, on this program, but that there is genuine loathing that it makes you uncomfortable,
uneasy.
I mean, if you want to go back to Jack Benny and Fred Allen, it never made you well, I don't know.
Yeah. Look at
And the flagship station for the Imus in the Morning program weekdays from 5:30 until 10.
Sports Radio 66,
And we are back for our final hour. Stevie Cohn will join us a little bit later on to talk some Giants football in general, as a matter of fact. Up until then, it's 718-937-6666, our phone number. I got to say, we're a sports station, and obviously we've had a little bit of politics on the air the last couple of weeks because who hasn't? We still don't know who the next president is going to be, but I'll tell you something. They made an announcement in New Jersey on Wednesday, Thursday, that they are considering raising the tolls on the George Washington Bridge from $4 to $7 and raising the fee on the PATH trains to $2. And the excuse the Port Authority is giving is, we're doing this during rush hour. Meanwhile, they are also suggesting that they are going to raise tolls at other times, but, it won't be as much. And if you have Easy Pass, it'll be $5.50 or something instead of $7. But, tolls are going to go up. And they're saying the reason we're doing this is to discourage people from driving in during the rush hour. And, this is the type of muddy-headed thinking we get from government people. Either that or they just don't have the cojones to tell you the truth that we want more money and this is how we're doing it. Because bottom line is, I don't think people drive in during the rush hour because they enjoy it. Nobody enjoys being sitting in traffic for 45 minutes waiting to pay a toll on a bridge or on some highway. They do it because they have to. They do it because they have to be at work at a certain time, and the job basically says you work 9 to 5. You can't come in at 10. You can't come in at 11. You can't come in at 6. You got to be here 9 to 5. And people don't have choices. And if you live in northern New Jersey, your choice is you get on a train, then you switch and get on another train, then you get on another train, which they're raising the fee for. And it's like, well, you know what? If you had a good option, if you had great bus service, if you had great train service, and I could hop on a train and pay about the same amount it cost me to drive in and get there quickly and efficiently, a lot more people would take mass transit. But they give you lousy mass transit, and then they complain that you drive in during rush hour, and they want to hit you for more money. And it's just like, that's why people don't like government. And, just another example. And if it's just a money grab, hey, let's make some more money so we can build some buildings or dredge the channels or do other things that have nothing to do with going over bridges, then why not just be upfront and say that as opposed to we're trying to get rid of traffic during the rush hour? Because I'm not buying it, and I know most of my friends aren't buying it either.
In the morning on the fan, Sports Radio 66, WFAN.
It is gone! A home run! The Yankees have won it!
It's the Yankees and Arizona Diamondbacks in the 2001 World Series, and you can hear all the games right here, beginning Saturday night at 7:15 on your flagship station for the World Series. Imus in the morning and Mike and the Mad Dog in the afternoon. The Fan, Sports Radio 66, WFAN New York, an Infinity Broadcasting Station. WFAN 2020 Sports.
Good evening. It's 9 o'clock. I'm Joe Tollison. Well, 8 degrees under clear skies. That's what's happening. I'm Joe Tollison with 2020 Sports on WFAN. You're home for the 2001 World Series Saturday night at 7:15.
Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
Well, good evening to you, and how you be? 9:04, 40 seconds on a Wednesday night on the Fan, New York City, and Steve Summers here and you there with Lisa and Edis and Kyle on the other side of the glass. 718-937-6666, the number for the Wednesday schmooze until Chauviningo at midnight on the Fan, New York. Ed is calling from Scarsdale. Good evening, Ed.
Yeah, I think it's strong.
Carlin with 2020 Sports at WFAN. You're home for the 2001 World Series beginning tonight at 7:15.
It's Richard Neer on the Fan. Sports Radio 66. Richard, WFAN, near New York.
Sports Radio 66, the Fan. WFAN, New York.
Should we let the cat out of the bag that Ray Martell is really Eminem? You know, that's his alter ego.
Grandmaster Ray?
Yeah, Grandmaster. He just stays here and does his thing during the week with Benigno, quietly unassuming, and then he hits stage, and he's Eminem. 718-937-6666. I'm going to be at the Meadowlands at 3 o'clock today. Look for the Fan Van. I will have 5 copies of the book, FM, Rise and Fall of Rock Radio. And rather than do some kind of silly trivia game or just hand them out at random, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little cross promotion here. Come up to me at the Meadowlands at the Fan Van, and the first thing you got to say, don't say hello or wow or it smells like horse manure here, whatever. Don't say that. Say the one word, the secret word, and you will get an autographed copy of the book. The secret word is turn off. Turn off. All right, just first thing you say, turn off, and you'll get an autographed copy of the book. All right.
I'm Jerry Recco. After 8 innings last night, things looking pretty. VoiceStream Wireless. VoiceStream customers can dial star 555 and receive live help from traffic specialists. You always get more with VoiceStream, including help getting where you need to be. Currently 73 in Central Park, and that's what's happening. I'm Jerry Recco at 2020 Sports on WFAN. You're home for Mike and the Mad Dog weekdays from 1 until 6:30.
Sports Radio 66, the Fan. WFAN, New York.
Sid Rosenberg back with you. We are about to wrap this thing up. What happened there, Ray? Cold feet, huh? You got scared. I understand. That's okay. I'll tell you about it after Recco. Martell's here. Jacqueline Gordon's here. Jerry Recco is here. I'm here. Newsroom's starting to fill up with all the Imus degenerates. Imus in 25 minutes. Not including Laurie McNichol in that group, but certainly Dave Bunzel and Warner Wolf belong in that group. Or I'm also not including Imus-Mike. I'm getting good at saying that name. Right, Chris? Imus-Mike.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not bad, right?
There's no A on it.
I know, but I think it just it adds to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you added an A.
Right. And Sue McGurk will come running. What happened to Lou Rufino last night? He didn't play in the basketball game. How come he didn't show up last night?
Jet set.
Baseball.
Sports Radio 66, the Fan. WFAN, New York.
5:05 on the Fan. Into the home stretch now on the overnight show with Joe Benigno. 718-937-6666. Here's the phone number carrying you right through till 5:30 when the Imus in the Morning program comes your way. Tino Martinez, bobblehead doll, and Sugar Ray Martell on the other side of the glass. And we opened up tonight, well, the firing of Jimmy Williams by the Red Sox. Joe Carrigan, the pitching coach, takes over, signed through 2003.
We ain't going nowhere.
Ain't going nowhere.
We can't be stopped now, 'cause it's bad work on life. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, 'cause it's bad work on life.
We ain't going nowhere.
Going nowhere.
We gonna stay right
We
here
ain't
forever and ever.
We can't be stopped now, 'cause it's bad work for life.
We ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
We gonna stay right here.
Going nowhere.
We ain't going
We
nowhere.
can't be stopped now,
We
'cause
gonna
it's
stay right here.
bad work for life. Going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, 'cause it's bad boy for life.
127 in the Big Apple, Sports Funk, Monteria Ivy. Stefan Dweck. Here with you until 4 o'clock with the one-man band and also the warden, taking your...
He got two stomachs, one for meat and one for vegetables.
Thinking like the Roy Rogers. What was the guy? The Will Rogers.
Never met a meal he didn't like.
All right, we got time for a couple of more real quick.
All right, we got Ken from Deer Park. Ken, you're online with Sports Funk, baby.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good.
I'll get them in quick. The parameters have to be, they have to, most importantly, transcend the sport. They have to be champions, and they have to dominate what they did.
All right.
All right. It's a toss-up in baseball between Ray Ordonez and Todd Zeal.
And Don Zimmer.
Yeah. No, but seriously, baseball's got to be Babe Ruth without a doubt.
Okay.
Hot, I think we're going to go with basketball, no doubt. In my time frame, it's got to be Michael Jordan.
All right. Why Jordan?
You know why? In my year, I'm 32. In my years of watching ball, he just made the game what it was, and when he left, it showed an impact of what it did to the sport.
All right, that's good enough. That's legit.
Also,
it's who you watched, but go ahead.
I'm going to have to go also, no doubt, Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Football.
Yes. I want to thank Steve Serby, Sweeney Murdy. Terrific job, as always, by Dave the Rave Cause, and enjoy all the sports over the weekend. And now here with the news, Mr. Charles McCord.
Top of the news this morning, several explosions rocked downtown Islamabad, Pakistan.
Imus in the morning.
Mike and the Mad Dog.
Next general manager is Scott Layton.
This must be a big event for you guys to have me on.
I don't know. It is a big event. You got a new coach.
It's a big deal. And did he get just the rest of the year? Did you get another couple of years after this?
Weekdays from 1 to 6:30.
Well, as you guys know, I don't talk about contracts or terms or what have you, but he's our coach for the rest of the season, and he's the coach of the New York Knicks.
He won't tell us anything.
Yeah, it's tremendous.
See why you guys have me on so often.
We're throwing everything we can at you. Everything in our artillery. You're thinking it's nothing.
He won't tell us anything.
I'm upset because I'm on so infrequently. I'm having problems answering these questions.
I wouldn't be planning your return either.
I got
On Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
No. This was his. Yes. This was
Classic.
Yeah. This was. I have to admit, this was.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta watch that stuff. I received a directive today from management. I gotta be very careful about that. That's offensive.
Short and sweet, Pete.
Everything I say is offensive. Everything I say. So I gotta be careful. My name is Claude now. I will be the invisible man. The damn radio station was taking out ads apologizing for me the last few weeks. What kind of crap is that, for crying out loud?
Okay, Pete. Nice talking to you today.
Yeah, it was. Sure it was. All right. Do I offend anyone? I'm not here to offend you, damn it. You suckers out there, I ain't there to offend you. Screw you. Right. Screw you all. The hell are you calling for? Why are you calling for? If you don't like what the hell you hear, damn it, don't call. Don't call. Don't call. Today I walk in the station, Spencer Ross throws his arms around me. Says, I'm not mad at you. I says, I know. He does it. So the program director can see it and have an orgasm in the hallway. Yeah.
Weird guy. Nuts.
Unbelievable.
Very weird.
Unbelievable. In fact, I'm not mad at anyone today. I'm not. Even the people who put this building together. 2 weeks ago, they had a flood in the bathroom and it flooded my room. You people think I'm kidding. Today, they got holes in the building where it's leaking because of the rain, and they took my ass out of the office. I got a flood outside the door. On the carpet. What are they doing to me here? Get in an office that don't leak, that doesn't have urine in it. Give me something decent. Crying out loud. Stop apologizing for me. Set me free if you don't like it. Fire me. 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 Let's start a movement to fire Pete Franklin. Instead, the radio station is apologizing for me. Fire me. You don't like me. If the critics don't like me, screw the critics. Sleep on them. And sleep on management. And sleep on the callers. Now, let's take a traffic report. Here's Dennis O'Malley.
You're listening to Mike and the Mad Dog on Sports Radio 66 WFAN.
Test flight difference during the Sob Summer Challenge.
Believe it.
No, station.
No,
because it's
station.
been on with Imus in the morning.
But hard to believe. Mike and the Mad Dog Sports Talk Show talking to the President of the United States, and he joins us on the not to talk football, I guarantee you that. And he's President
about the Razorbacks. No.
Hey, guys.
President, how are you?
I'm great. I feel like Mike and the Mad Dog. I belong on a show like that.
Well, you might have a little spare time to do something like this in the future if you're looking forward to it.
I'm a huge football fan. I heard you dig my Razorbacks. They're not doing so well this year.
No, I had a tough year. And your Redskins, I'm sure if you put some talk radio on in Washington right now, people get on the Redskins.
Oh, my God. That was a bad. But look, it was a good day in New York. You know, the Bills and the Giants did well.
They did, Mr. President. So what do we owe this call?
Well, I just called in to urge everybody to go and vote tomorrow. You know, you've got all these listeners in the New York, New Jersey area. You've got these huge elections, not only the race for president and vice president, but you got the big Senate race in New York, obviously, the one that which my wife is involved, and then you've got the big Senate race in New Jersey, Mr. Corzine and his opponent, and a big race for the House of Representatives in New Jersey with a woman named Marianne Conley that I've got a big interest in. That the main thing I just wanted to say is I hear that the voter turnout may or may not be big tomorrow, and it seems to me it ought to be huge because I'm 54 years old, and in my lifetime, we've never had this much economic prosperity and social progress with no domestic crisis or foreign threat.
So I'm saying, Charles, afterwards, we went to commercial, and we had one of his assistants on the phone. I said, now, we knew Don's show and knew you guys. What made them call us? And they said what they did was they went and they got the ratings. And they said, hey, he can talk sports. Here's the top-rated show in the afternoon. Boom, put him on. And that's how they did it the day before. They went and they took out and they targeted the shows. And we got a call at 4 o'clock in there, no advance warning, in on the hotline number. Would you like the president in 30 minutes? I said, like the president what? To come on the show in 30 minutes. Obviously, yes. The president will call in 30 minutes. Thank you. Click.
That they are...
And they didn't need to get the number. They had the number.
And listen, that they are that clever and that disciplined and that thorough surprises me not at all.
And that's why that group doesn't lose elections.
And out of Mr. Bagala and Mr. Carville, who were in the war room at that time, and Mr. Stephanopoulos, who was in the war room. I mean, these guys have all the bases covered.
That was in 2000,
yeah.
So, and as Charles was making the point, what do you got?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Go ahead.
Good. Okay, Eddie and Dave.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Lupica and Berman.
Just keep rolling.
Okay, you got Jody McDonald and Susan Wellman. You've got Steve Summers and Russ Salzberg. Obviously, Beningo and Cedar Rosenberg. You've got, obviously, Beningo now and Evan Roberts. And that's pretty much what I came up with.
All right. You didn't get any wrong, but you didn't finish the job. Mike joins us from Edison, New Jersey. What do you got, Mike?
Hey, good morning, Mike. How are you?
Good.
I got, what about Jody Mack?
Yep.
You got Howie Rose?
It was not a full, he filled in, was not a full-timer in the
So we're not
spot.
using fill-in people.
Well, we're using fill-ins. We're going to really have a lot. I mean, he never did it for any great length of time. I mean, he's kind of quick because they did use Howie. I'm going to give you Howie.
All right, I got rid of him, though.
Oh, we got rid of him. I'm going to give you Howie, but we'll get rid of you anyway. But Howie was really not a full-time in that slot, although he did fill in that spot for some time.
But not a permanent assignment.
Not a permanent.
Okay.
Michael down in North Carolina listening on WFAN.com. Sunday. It was 20 years ago, on July 1st, 1987, when WFAN, New York Sports Radio, was born. Fantastic sports coverage, as it happens. On Sports Radio 1050 WFAN. The WFAN Reunion Weekend featuring Bill Mazer.
I happen to agree with you about Mattingly and about Henderson.
Russ Salzberg.
Russ Salzberg here. Congratulations last night.
Thank you, Russ. It was a pleasure to be able to visit with you.
Steve Summers.
Oh, man, yeah.
No. Would you like to talk to Steve?
Yes.
What would you like to talk to Steve about? Mike and the Mad Dog.
The Met.
Meet the Met. Plus other familiar voices that you've heard on WFAN over the past 20 years. WFAN will remember some great moments in radio with George Steinbrenner.
Now, on Don Mattingly, I absolutely never said that he was a lousy 300 hitter.
John Madden.
That was one of those things that never bothered me. Al Davis was great to me. I was 32 years old when he hired me as the head coach of the Oakland Raiders.
WFAN will feature moments that are funny now, but not exactly funny when it first airs.
Set me free if you don't like it. Fire me. Fire me.
Miami. 20 years of memories piled into one weekend. Exclusively on your flagship station for New York sports for 20 years. The Fan, Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York. How long have you waited to own the car of your dreams? It can be a little loving retrospect.
Yeah. I thought I've never seen much hubbadoo and much to me made about nothing.
That's Louis. What is hubbadoo? Louis, I don't even remember him ever saying hubbadoo.
Well, probably to you, it's all a blur now.
It
He
is.
does it all the time.
It's like white noise to you sometimes, Mike, where you don't even realize what he's saying. Sometimes, I'm able to calculate the real word in my brain and just move on. It's almost like you're translating a different language. Like I move right. Like this is bad. Suddenly it's making sense to you. I know. Like I sit there and these guys are rolling. I say, well, what was wrong with that? I know what he meant. Translator at the UN. Mike's got the little headset that looks like that. We got a guy who, through the years, is a huge, as we all are, fan of Pat Buchanan. But there's a guy who calls up all the time, knowingly likes to yell on the end of his calls, go Pat, go, go Pat, go, go Pat, go. He's got this thing going where he still is living the Buchanan dream. Now, we happen to like Buchanan. But Dog goes to me last night, James Buchanan again. He is rough, I mean, it was, and the guy does call out, doesn't he, with the Go Pat? I don't know if he still does. He definitely did a lot at different times. And now that we're talking about him, I'm sure it's coming back. Well, we haven't liked Buchanan, though. I love him. He is a...
I found an even better one.
Go ahead.
Mike, here's Kerry Collins, Giants quarterback. Nice to have him with us. Kerry, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Good to have you aboard. And how's your off-season been? I mean, it takes you probably, you got to decompose after a long NFL season if you're a quarterback, right?
Yeah, especially the way it ended for us. That last game was tough. That was at Westchester. Decompose. I remember that.
You see, the bottom line is the French judge voted for the other team because, supposedly she was coerced to do so. What? How about the fact here, Scott, how about the fact that if we find this to be accurate, that the French judge was coerced into voting for the Russian team?
Just in case you didn't hear him say it the first time. More. You guys have a library. It's unbelievable. I mean... Go, dog, go. Go, dog, go. And we never run out of room for it. That's for certain. Yeah, it's great stuff.
Listen, they've done a heck of a job.
They've done a great job.
But I'm not sure how... this is not going to go down in the annals of the greatest upsets in history of the sport.
It's Mike. No. Mike just moves right on. No. God bless him. Let's get to the next call, please. Hey, I live with this stuff. What are you kidding me? Sure, just move ahead. I got 28 hours a week. Oh, man. Because in one ear out the other, I'm used to it. I translate it. I go right through. I know what he means. Sure. Takes a little while to decompose. Interesting story that goes with the voice when we're finished, okay? Right. Which we will explain. Let's listen. Great. He thanks a lot for the call. Marty is calling from Dix Hills.
Hi, am I on the air?
No. Would you like to talk to Steve?
Yeah.
What would you like to talk to Steve about?
Why we didn't get the Dallas-San Francisco game this afternoon.
Okay, can you hold on for just a couple of seconds? And by the way...
Wait a minute. Well, no, I can't.
Why not?
Because this is costing me a lot of money.
Well, listen already. I mean, there are people ahead of you. You have to wait your turn like everyone else.
Well, I thought this was my turn.
Huh?
I thought this was my turn.
Well, your turn is coming up. We just want to make sure you're still on the line.
I'm still on the line. So and why am I talking to you and not getting any credit for it?
Well, you're getting credit for it. Come on already. This is Rob Tepper, and I'm part of this program. Don't ever let someone
I thought you were Steve.
Huh?
I thought you were Steve.
No, I'm Rob.
Rob.
This is Rob Tepper. Steve is going to take you in just a couple of seconds.
Okay.
Can you hold on for about 20 seconds?
I think so.
All right. Hold on.
Thank you.
Okay, Marty is calling. Marty, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Morning to you, Marty.
I'm sorry?
Morning to you.
Good morning to you, too.
What's on your mind this morning, Marty?
Well, I'm a little bit upset about the fact that we didn't get the San Francisco Dallas game.
Well, you could take it to CBS and fight it the whole thing.
Would that do any good?
Marty, you didn't see
this afternoon on CBS. How can you complain? That was the early game. The rest of the country got to see San Francisco and Dallas. Why didn't we get to see it? You can't have two CBS games back to back. You have one on CBS, and then you flip the channel over to NBC. Excuse me, sir. If I didn't have a cable-ready TV, I would be able to... Sir, what are you talking to my father? Excuse me, sir. That's Mr. Sir to you. Hello? Hello? Anybody there? Yeah, hello? I'm looking for Marty. Is Marty there? Yes. Am I speaking to a recording? Hello? Hello? Go ahead, Marty. Okay, am I speaking to a recording? Hello? Excuse me. All right, Marty, we have to take a break, but thanks for calling.
Now, that is Tepper being Summers.
Yes.
Now, the sidebar of the whole thing is this. Not that it was very good, not that it was awful.
Exactly.
But the only reason it's interesting is Tepper left here after doing Summer Show and has become a morning monster in Seattle.
There you go.
He is a guy making $1 zillion.
Yeah, okay. All right. Don't bring it up, Mike, because it always bugs Lou to know what.
I didn't know. It bugs Lou. Why does it bug you?
Because the guy was nothing guy when he walked through here. He was
pretty, from what I understand, wasn't he on his way to getting fired, pretty much?
Well, Lampley at one point lambasted him
Well,
about
listen, I didn't even know him when he was here, but the point of the matter is the guy has left here and has gone to Seattle and is like the #1 guy in the market.
Become a monster.
Yes. I didn't know Lou hated him.
No, I don't hate him.
Listen to Lou.
I just don't get it. I'm packing my bags tomorrow. I'm going out to Seattle.
Listen to Lou. Jeez, I played it and I didn't know Lou basically had a death wish for the guy.
That's another facet of the story.
Now I know why I played it. It was just intuition.
Now you know the rest of the story.
That's it. I didn't know. Now I know there was something telling me to play this. Little bit I knew you had this hatred for Tepper.
Hey, listen, you're making a lot of hubbadoo.
You're listening to Mike Francesa.
Ed and Dave show promo. Hit it.
Hi, I'm Ed Coleman.
And I'm Dave Sims.
Join us every Friday at 12:30, where you can go live on the air to pick this week's NFL game.
You can win a trip to Super Bowl 27 in Pasadena, or you can win a trip to Bermuda on American Airlines. Something special in the air.
Stay at Marriott's Castle Harbor Resort, your castle by the sea, and enjoy fine shopping and more golf courses per square mile than any other country in the world.
So join us on Fridays at 12:30. If you beat or tie both of us on NFL picks for the week, you qualify for a chance to win a trip to the Super Bowl or Bermuda.
The Ed Coleman
And Dave Sims football picks only on Sports Radio 66 WFAN.
This guy sounded good.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't do an exciting show, but they sounded good, though.
Yeah. Ed's always solid.
Yeah, no, Ed's got the best radio voice. Ed has got a great, Charles McCord's got a great voice. Ed's got a great voice.
He has
great radio voice.
Yep. Seriously, because...
Have you ever, let me ask you this, Don, have you ever seen Steve? Steve needs to hit the salad bar about 4 days a week here for a while.
An autographed picture and a T-shirt, which I have never gotten.
But you've never seen him in person. He's very fat.
He's not.
I'm telling you, trust me on this one, he's very, very fat.
Dawn, don't believe him, no.
I don't believe him.
Just light the fire, get the brie and the white wine out, and I'll be over. Seriously.
What a disgusting
Steve,
animal.
Steve, now we can't even talk.
Don't you have a sports question, lady? I mean, what is going on here? It's
Dawn,
like the old Dick Summers show.
Yeah. Dawn, do you have a sports question? Because I'm only happy to more or less supplement Don Imus. No, go ahead, Dawn. Please don't be shy.
You mean about sports or something?
Oh, who cares? Doesn't matter. Please.
If I hear Kirk Gibson's name once more, I think I'm going to vomit. I really do.
It's attractive, ma'am, here at 5:28 in the morning.
I think it's about time for me, Dawn, to say goodnight. Sorry, darling. No, kisses, love you. And I have to go, honest. Thanks. Please, call again soon. Don, good morning. And,
Steve, how are you?
Okay, fine. Do you have any more gum, by the way?
Yes, I do. Listen, we're going to... Steve, we want you to leave.
Okay. What am I supposed to do? Tell me, and I'm leaving.
What we're going to do here is when we get right to 5:30. You want to sit down here, Chuck?
Well, no, go ahead. No, take your time.
When we get right to... This is going to be like a real radio station, Steve.
No.
When we hit 5:30 straight up.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Who's this gentleman?
Steve.
I'm sorry.
Steve Summers, is it?
Hi.
Hi,
Nice to see you.
Steve
Thank you so
Listen
much.
to your show. I like it.
Hey, you're
No,
the...
you've never listened to his show?
No, I have, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah?
I have a couple of times.
He's great. Steve's great. Steve had this bimbo on the phone, and she thinks he looks like Dan Coyle.
She thinks that he looks like him.
Yeah, and I told her...
Well, he does.
I tried to tell her that Steve's fat, and she's not buying that.
Yeah.
But Steve's very fat.
Anyway, I don't even know...
Steve, how does Mets do, babe? Let's, this is FAN, okay?
Hey,
Let's
don't
get...
knock me. That's my first story here.
Yeah.
Let's not, I'm going to do that.
You're going to do about the Mets.
You're doing the sports? I thought I got to do the
I'm going to do
sports.
that one story. That's it. Then you can repeat it.
You know, I got to tell you guys, by now people know that
So the world's blowing up. And our lead story is the dopey Mets.
Hey, this is WFAN.
Bernard, get me some coffee. This is ridiculous. Where's Harry?
It's 5:30. We're supposed to be in...
Hey, Steve, here's what I want you to do.
Yes, anything, Don.
I want you to introduce Charles with the news.
Charles who?
You can just say WFAN New York.
Okay, here's Charles.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
All right, sorry. No.
I want you to do it right at 5:30.
I have to learn this new format already.
4 seconds. Here.
4 seconds. This is Charles now on WFAN Sports Radio 66. Charles, go.
Good morning, Stephen. And at the top of the news this morning, how about that? How about those Mets? How's that sound so far, Doc? The National League Championship Series.
66 WFAN in New York.
Now through Monday.
Sports Radio 66. WFAN.
7:19 here on the Fan. Steve Levy with you. Good comeback by the Nets. I mean, I don't know if they're going to win the game or not, but last time I looked up, they were down by 10, and now they're tied with 19 seconds left in their game against the Miami.
Feel something real. A message from the Ad Council. From Alex Haley.
Sports Radio 66. The Fan. WFAN New York.
8:20 here on the Fan. Steve Levy with you up until 9 o'clock. Bob Costas and Costas Coast to Coast comes your way, and Bob's special guest tonight. Should be a great show. It's already on tape in the can, but Larry Bird.
Radio 66. The Fan. WFAN New York.
Welcome back and a happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Hope your day is working out for you. Steve Levy with you for the next 25.
For the fans of Washington is...
And welcome back to the Fans, 66 Sports Radio, WFAN. I'm Len Berman. I will be here until 2 o'clock Eastern Time. And what's tomorrow's schedule? We have almost a full show. I guess if they don't get rained out in Washington, D.C., we would have the about an hour and a half instead of the 2 hours tomorrow. The Yankees are playing the Mets in our nation's capital. They are retiring Frank Howard's number 33, the all-time Washington Senator home run hitter. And, you know...
Sports Radio 66. The Fan. WFAN New York.
You've said it with flowers. Say it with a Vermont teddy bear. Make a birthday or an anniversary extra special with a mate. Oh, my God. How do we get you? You're a tough get to get on the air.
You know I would do anything for you, my friend.
No, that's nice of you. Let's see. Where do I start with your list? Boy, how stupid am I? That thing in the Daily News today? April Fools! I guess it doesn't work. We've got Tom from Cape. Thank Bill Rodman, Eddie Scazzeri. Mike and Chris are next. This is Len Berman. I want to leave you with one thought. If God is going to talk to one sports figure instead of Reggie White, please let it be Jim Valvano. I'll see you tomorrow.
Sports Radio 66. The Fan. WFAN.
Tune in to WFAN Monday afternoon and listen as history is made. The New York Mets open up their 1993 baseball season against the Colorado Rockies. It's the first game of the season for the Mets and the first game in franchise history for the Rockies. Come coverage begins Monday afternoon at 1:35 on Sports Radio 66, WFAN New York. This is the 50,000-watt clear channel voice of the Mets, Jets, Knicks, Rangers, and St. John. The Fan. Sports Radio 66, WFAN New York. WFAN 2020 Sports.
It's 2 o'clock. This is Steve Levy. WFAN. Up next, Mike and the Mad Dog right here on your home for the Final Four.
Mike and the Mad Dog. Sports Radio 66, WFAN. They're talking sports, going at it as hard as they can. It's Mike and the Mad Dog on the Fan. Nothing can get by 'em. Turn it on and try 'em. Mike and the Mad Dog.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? Mike and the Mad Dog on the Fan on a Thursday in New York. Nice to have you aboard. The first day of April, 1993 with Joe.